Hey there friends, welcome back to Strange Rebel Gaming, and I cannot contain my excitement! Link can't either. So I just got back from the store, and guess what I have with me? A very loud, crinkly bag. No, it's my Nintendo Switch. Ooh, ooh, wah, wah. Yeah, when I say I cannot contain my excitement, I'm totally 100% over-exaggeratingly, hyperbolically serious about that. I think I just contradicted myself. That's how outrageously excited I am. So let me talk to you a little bit about my first impressions. Obviously, I literally just took it out of the bag once I got it home. I took it home and then took it out of the bag. I can't even talk right now. And so I have some first impressions, obviously. Number one, as I was driving home, my first thought was, well, okay, I gotta look at it. So I peek inside the bag, because I just grabbed the bag and left. You know, I was in a GameStop and there was a line out the door and everybody was jealous that I was there first. I was the third person to get my Switch at this location. So I'm pretty excited about that. And they were not excited at all about it. So as I was driving home, I peeked inside the bag, and I noticed that this box is very small. You know, you call it a console, you expect it to be a console, even though you know it's a hybrid console. You don't really expect to be paying this much, waiting this long, and then taking home what seems to be kind of like a big DS, which I don't know if you guys know this, but this is kind of something that happens with cell phones too, is, you know, you either have a compact cell phone because you like it small, or you have a giant tablet because you like it large, right? So that was kind of my first impression is oh, it's much smaller than I anticipated. And then I saw my Zelda Breath of the Wild copy, which was also quite small. You know, you look at the pictures online and you think, oh, it's sized like a DVD case. Well, the fact is it's absolutely not sized like a DVD case. It's smaller, it's more compact, and that's because the little cartridge is just about this big within it. So that's a thing. And look what else I got. I didn't buy this. This just came for free. And it's double-sided. Oh my god. Whoa! Look at this. And then I'll show you the other side. Da-na-na-na! Look at that. Look at this beautiful, beautiful work of art. This is incredible. He is so focused. It's so intense. I literally just took it out of the bag. You watched me do it. So now what I'm going to be doing is unboxing it. And then I'm going to be telling you even more of what I'm thinking. I'm just going to do this out loud, on the fly. Hopefully, we'll see. I'm so excited. This has been so long awaited. You know, with the Wii U being the disappointment that it was, and the Wii being not a console for necessarily great gaming content, but more fun and family and group games and things like that. With the fact that the Wii was more like that, and then the Wii U was such a disappointment, it's been so long awaited and so controversial, this device, the Nintendo Switch. Okay, so instantly you open the box, and I don't know if you guys have seen other unboxings of the Nintendo Switch, so I'm not gonna get too crazy into this here, because obviously I didn't have first access, but this is what it looks like right at the top here. You have the main tablet here. You have your Joy-Cons here. I chose black because I think those particular blue and red tones are ugly, and I hate them. So here it is, I'm holding it in my hand, and the first thing that I'm thinking is it's very lightweight. It's not heavy like I expected it to be. In fact, I think it might even be, if I'm just going off comparison sakes, off my memory, I think it might be a little bit lighter than the Wii U gamepad. And that concerns me a little bit because the technology should hopefully be so much better. And we have our Joy-Cons here, which I know a lot of people have been having some controversial thoughts about because of the pairing issues that some people are having. And I hope I'm not going to be having that problem. I'm a little bit concerned because it's midnight. I picked up my Switch at midnight, like most of the world. I didn't get a copy mailed to me because I'm not important enough to Nintendo yet. Anyways, so it's midnight right now. Well, it's just past midnight. And I am tired, but I drank an energy drink And I would love to get a little filming in today because I want to see exactly, like I told you guys, I was a game demonstrator at Nintendo's E3, and so I played a lot of that demo, and I'm really interested to find out. I haven't watched anybody else's gameplays, anybody else's anything. I'm really interested to find out exactly what the intro is like, if it's different from the demo, if it's similar, or just a few things are different, or what. I have no idea, and I'm so excited to find out. Because I know even of the people who got Nintendo Switch and Zelda Breath of the Wild early, even of those people, they were not allowed to show certain things. And so I'm excited to get this gameplay going, but I'm also a little bit concerned that, you know, things might not be fully charged, or there's gonna be a huge patch update, or, you know, download is gonna take forever, I don't know. So this is the grip. It is not a charging grip. It does not charge while it's on here. That is a separate accessory that, of course, Nintendo is pressuring you to buy, because otherwise it will only charge when it is attached to, the Joy-Cons will only charge when it's attached to the tablet, which I think will only charge when it's attached to the console holder. It's not a console, it's like a holder. So this, I guess, I've been waiting to do this since I saw the commercial. I need to do this. Are you guys ready? Shoot! Click! Oh, what a satisfying click. Oh my gosh. I'm in heaven. I gotta do it again. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wow, that is really slick, you guys. Ready? Ready? And hold on. Wait for it. And shoot! Look at that, you guys. Oh, that is very satisfying. I don't know how I feel about this very, very blocky controller. Instantly in my hands, it feels a little odd because it's just so blocky, and I sort of feel like it doesn't need to have this area, like my palms are kind of in the way. Nitpicking, of course, and obviously my hands will get used to it like it does to any other controller, so I'm not too worried about that. But we're just going to go ahead and see what else we got in this box. Guys, this feels so surreal because I've wanted this for so long. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. Okay, so the Nintendo Switch system has been designed for ease of use. For some reason, I find that hard to believe, but we're gonna find out. Here's the manual. Here we have what looks like HDMI. Huh. Came with an HDMI cable. That's nice. I don't know if most consoles do. I can't remember the last time I paid attention to that kind of thing, but I feel like I didn't expect Nintendo to include an HDMI. I obviously don't need it. I have my own. I have millions of them sort of scattered around my house. So here we have a wrist strap for the Joy-Cons if you're going to be using them in, for example, the 1-2 Switch multiplayer format or something to that effect. It kind of turns them into the old nunchucks from what I've initially gathered from what I've seen. So there's two of these guys so that you can activate both your Joy-Cons for different types of games and multiplayer. And here we have our charging cord. Awesome. Great. I love it. Very important. And charging cord, power cord, whatever you want to call it. And here, I believe, is the actual holder, which I'm going to call a console, even though I don't mean a gaming console. I just literally mean like a console. Like, there's more than one meaning to the word console. Anyways, okay. Wow, I love that box. I don't think I should love that box, I just do because it came with this very important thing to me in my life. Okay, it protected this little delicate piece of machinery until it's in my hands, and for that I will forever be grateful to that box. Here we have basically our charging station is what we'll call it, but it also will port the tablet onto the TV, which is really cool, but it just sort of seems like it's not necessary, except for like charging. It's basically a charging port. So, you know, there are lots of reviews about the Nintendo Switch, lots of differing opinions. A lot of people, you know, are obsessed with it and already, you know, they can tell it's going to be their favorite Nintendo console, even though it's not really a console. See, that's my biggest thing with it, is I just personally don't like having all-in-one things because, as you guys know, jack of all trades, master of none. So personally, I would rather have something that is really, really good at one thing and say a Nintendo DS, which is very compact, very portable. I love my 3DS. And it's good at what it exactly is it's good for. It's not too heavy to carry around when I need to be at the airport or whatever. So it's very, very interesting to me that their mixed marketing message for this, which most products really can't get away with that. We'll see. My judgment is reserved for the Nintendo Switch. I'm really looking forward, because I am a big 3DS user, and so I'm really looking forward to taking the Switch out and about, and I'll definitely, as soon as I can do that, I will let you guys know what I think. So that is the unboxing. We have officially unboxed everything, and I think I will set everything up, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. Yay! So I was in the middle of setting this up, and I just wanted to show you guys kind of this feature about the thing, holder, charger, because it's not expected, but it's actually quite sleek. So I figured I'd show it to you guys, and it has to do with cable management, basically, so that it doesn't look like you have just a very small box with things hanging out everywhere, every which way. So it's actually kind of nice. Basically, here's the front of it. You flip it around, and this panel actually comes down, just like that. And so here you have a space for your AC adapter, a USB, and your HDMI out. And so that's how you're gonna be connecting to your TV. And so what I'll do anyway, is I'll connect my AC adapter right here, like so, like a true hand model can do. And then here's where your cords go, snap it up like that, and this is actually how it ends up looking, which in my opinion is a little bit sleeker than I expected. And I don't know what I was expecting, you guys. I didn't look at anybody else's reviews of it or unboxings of it. This is just all completely fresh, blind, first opinions. Oh, there's 2 USB slots here as well. So it looks like there's 2 regular 2.0 USBs, but this actually has the blue tongue on the inside. So that tells me that's a USB 3.0, which is, I don't know, cool, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for yet, but glad to have it, I suppose. Anyways, I'm gonna keep setting up, and I'll talk to you guys in a second. Note to everyone, the Joy-Cons do not come out of the box charged. So I'm gonna have to attach that. I was working on the television to get it all set up, but you have to have the Joy-Cons in your hands, so I'm gonna have to attach it to the thing, the tablet, and then use it from there. So Joy-Cons do not come charged. And I didn't get the charging grip because I was like, I don't think I'll need it. Look at me needing it. Should have been included. And now, the moment at least I have been waiting for. Breath of the Wild. Da-na-na, da-na-na, na. That is so tiny. That is such a giant case for a tiny little cartridge. But that's okay. Nice and compact, right? Just gonna pull that out. Yeah, gently, very gently. I've heard rumors. Just kidding, I'm not a sheeple. Don't eat these. You don't want to try that. Slightly rattles. Which way do you put it in? Like so? Wow, I have waited so long for this. That's all I can think right now. So I'll give you guys a few more impression type things now that I've been messing around with it a little bit. I did the software update for the system, and now I'm currently downloading the software update for Breath of the Wild. And I have, obviously my Joy-Cons did not come charged. It looks like there is a option where you can see how fully charged they are for each particular one, as well as the battery for the console itself. And one of them came charged, one of them did not. So I've been charging them for a little bit, and in the process of that, I've been taking them on and taking them off and taking them on and taking them off and taking them on. Putting them on and taking them off, putting them on. The little release button is just right here. It is very small, and it's kind of around this corner. And in order to kind of press it in, you kind of need to have some leverage with your finger on the other side. But right here, there's a button. So you kind of have to like finagle it to press that button. And you also have to really kind of grip your tablet here. So it's not as easy as they make it look in the commercial. And let's be honest, nothing ever is, so I sort of expected that. But the other problem that I have is when you actually slide it onto something, say the grip, for example. The problem that I have is that you slide it on and then you actually do have to click it into place, but there's a bumper here. And so I'm a little bit worried if I'm switching from TV to taking it on the road, if I'm in the middle of a game or a menu even, and I go ahead and press that bumper down to put it into place, what am I accidentally clicking on the machine? I don't know, and maybe this is nitpicking, but I promised I would give you guys my first impressions, so here they are. It's not necessarily as intuitive of a placement of certain buttons as I would have liked, but I totally understand that because this thing is so dang tiny, and I've known that from the beginning. That was my first input when I saw the first reveal trailer and you saw those people, you know, multiplayering at a picnic on a roof, you know, like this, and it's like, it's so small. So I think I really prefer having it in the grip. Although even the grip, because it is so boxy, feels a little bit odd. I don't actually know if the bumper is going to continue to be a problem. We'll just have to see. So far, I'm still downloading my update, so I haven't broken anything yet, and that's a step in the right direction. I also haven't had any pairing problems like other people have seemed to have, so that's great. I seem to be having my own issues with charging because I just want to play Breath of the Wild. That's all. I played the demo at E3 and I'm craving playing this game. I just want it so badly, but I can't because if I'm gonna record it and show it to you guys, I need to have the Joy-Cons on the grip and the tablet in the holder. Why? Because the HDMI is connected to the holder, and if I'm not mistaken, there is no HDMI directly to the Switch. So I can't record it. At least I don't have the capabilities to. I'm sure there are ways, because I know people can record the 3DS, and I don't think that has an HDMI either. So I'm sure there's a way, it's just not available to me. Meanwhile, this download has been taking forever, so I'm gonna check on that and see what's going on there. Let's see. In the home menu, you can see how long your download is going. Okay, so that's, you know, been taking literally forever, probably at least, you know, the past 4 minutes that we've been talking, it's only downloaded about 25% of it, and it hasn't even installed it. That's just the download speed. So I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that, and the only reason I say that is because I'm so anxious and excited to play, but of course I want to get the full software update so we can play the game as it's meant to be played. It's got this like X on it. I'm trying to figure out what that's about. Yeah, okay. And there's also, I guess I can talk about this, there's the little stand that you guys saw so that it can hang out. But what they didn't really show is that is where your micro SD slot is hidden. So your micro SD slot, you would actually put it in right there underneath the kickstand, so to speak. So I would say it's a pretty sleek device, is as far as my first impressions go. No device is going to be perfect, especially right out of the box. And I also think that Nintendo has this habit of dreaming big and creating a console now that is setting the tone for the future. And so while it may feel outdated now, they're also working on technologies that are going to create a foundation for things that they're going to be using in, you know, 5-10 years. And that initially started with the Wii, right? The Wii really kind of revolutionized motion technology, and people were sort of caught up in the wow of it. You know, they were playing bowling and then everybody realized how boring that was. But that technology that they were working on before the Wii even came out can be seen as evidenced in the Nintendo Switch. And I think that's really interesting. I think, you know, Nintendo gets a lot of crap for missing the ball, especially with the Wii U in a lot of aspects. But I think that instead of missing the ball, we are missing the point. I think that we are missing the bigger picture. I think that they're looking towards something. And I think Breath of the Wild is a pretty good evidence towards that, because with all of the amazing reviews that are coming out, you know, people are calling it a masterpiece and giving it perfect scores. That's crazy, you guys. Like, that's nuts. And I knew that. As soon as I played the demo, I was like, okay, this is gonna change the game for Zelda games. It is, and people are seeing that. People are saying that. People who've beat the game are saying that. And it just makes me more excited to play it, even more excited, but I just have to wait. It doesn't look like it's going. It wasn't going, that's why. So apparently the reason why it felt like it was taking forever is because it was. The download had stopped because of a poor internet connection, but I fixed it with a little bit of finagling. You kind of have to like click on it and it'll tell you like, there's a problem, and you'll go, okay. Then they'll go, we can try again, and you'll go, yeah. And then it starts trying again. So it's currently at 32% of the download of the software, so we'll see how it goes. In summary, I can say this. It's going to feel lacking as a console. If you brought it home expecting a console to rival the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox, you are going to be disappointed. And I had a little bit of that. I spent the money that I would have spent on a console, and I bought the freaking Wii U, and I said, okay, like, I'll buy the next console because the new Zelda game will be on it. But this really isn't a home console in the traditional sense of how we know it. And is that a bad thing? I can't say just yet. I will have to take it on the road and see how it fares there. But I wasn't really looking for, I've never really been the market for a hybrid console, a very powerful take on the go home console. I've never really been on board with that train, and I've always felt like if I want both, I'll get one that does one really well and the other that does its thing really well. So I'm not really sure how it's going to go for me, but I'm not their target audience either, I feel like. But I don't really know who their target audience is either. So I'm having mixed feelings about it, and that seems to echo what a lot of people are saying. You know, it does feel lacking in the console territory, but it's not. It's a little bit too big to be considered exactly a handheld. It's a little delicate to be a handheld, in my opinion. I want something a little bit sturdier, and I hate carrying around something that I feel like is precious, expensive technology. You know, with something that I'm going to be carrying around a little bit, and that's kind of hypocritical because we have cell phones that are, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So it's kind of hard for me to justify that statement that even I just said. But that's what I'm kind of trying to say, to sum up. I'm having mixed feelings about it, but I'm hoping that it won't matter. I'm hoping that I'll enjoy maybe another game besides Breath of the Wild. You know, I bought the Wii U just for the new Zelda title, and then it didn't come out for the Wii U as a Wii U exclusive or whatever. It came out for the Switch. And while I was bummed about that, I love Zelda so much. I can't. And I think Nintendo for a long time has been kind of riding on those coattails of, well, people will buy our console just because they like Zelda. And that was true for a while, but I swore that if the next Zelda title didn't look good or was going to have the same problems as Skyward Sword did, then I just wouldn't be interested in spending any money on Nintendo anymore. But it looks like they're finally starting to turn it around. It really does. And I'm excited about that. I'm very happy about that because I love Nintendo and I love Zelda, and I'm not ready to say goodbye. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. I will keep you guys updated. I'm filming this at 1:48 a.m. my time. And I want to get a little bit of filming in for Breath of the Wild. I want to at least film the intro and see, you know, get into the open world and see exactly how much it is different from the demo. And then once I do that, I'll head to bed because I'm about to do a live stream at 10 a.m., which you guys will probably have already seen by the time I post this video. Maybe not, I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with all your friends so they can enjoy it too. And don't forget to subscribe to Strange Rebel Gaming and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. And especially especially on this video, please leave a comment and tell me what you think, because I am fascinated to hear everybody's opinions. This is a very, very mixed bag of opinions with the Nintendo Switch. So please share your thoughts, and that's all. I love you guys. Bye!